Tired of your side hustle, feeling like a second, lower-paying job? You're not alone. Most people think a side hustle is about working more hours. It's not. That's just a second job. A true side hustle symphony is about harmony, learning how to make your money work while you're still collecting a steady paycheck. Today, we're breaking down the exact framework to turn your weekend passion into a scalable machine, without the all-or-nothing risk of quitting your day job too soon. We're going to transform you from a gig worker into a CEO, all while keeping the safety net of your 9-to-5. Let's start with what I call the gig worker trap. You started a side hustle for freedom, right? Maybe you're driving for a rideshare app, delivering food, or taking on freelance projects. But soon enough, you realize you haven't escaped the grind. You've just traded one boss for 10 different apps, all demanding your time. This is the first movement of our symphony, the discord. The problem here is that you're stuck in the world of active income. Active income has a hard ceiling. You only have 24 hours in a day, and you can only work so many of them before you burn out completely. Your income is directly tied to the hours you put in. Stop working, and the money stops. The real goal, the beautiful harmony we're aiming for, is to move from active labor to building systems. Imagine this. While you're sitting in a meeting at your day job, your side hustle is generating income for you automatically. That's not a fantasy. It's the result of a smart, strategic transition. It's about stopping the trade of time for money and starting to build a business that works for you, not the other way around. This journey looks like a staircase. At the bottom, you have gig work. The next step up is high-value freelancing, where you charge more for your specialized skills. But the real goal is the third step, a scalable business. This is where you create products or systems that are undependent on your direct involvement for every single sale. So, how do we actually compose this symphony? This brings us to the second movement, the how. This is where we turn your hobby, your passion, into a real, scalable business. It happens in 3 distinct phases. Phase A is the audit. You need to get brutally honest with yourself. Look at your hobby or your current side hustle and ask, what is the specific part of this that people are actually willing to pay for? And more importantly, what part can be systemized? If you love baking, people might pay for your custom cakes. But that's still trading time for money. What if they'd pay for your unique cake recipe book? Or a pre-packaged dry mix for your famous cookies? If you're a freelance writer, clients pay for your articles. But could you sell a template pack for blog posts or an online course on SEO writing? The key here is to identify the valuable, repeatable, and scalable component of what you do. Stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an entrepreneur. Audit your skills, find the gem, and polish it. Once you've identified that golden nugget, we move to Phase B, the minimum viable product, or MVP. This is where so many people get stuck. They tried to build a giant, perfect, automated factory before they've even sold a single loaf of bread. Don't do that. Your goal is to create the smallest, simplest version of your product that you can sell to a real customer. If you're creating an online course, your MVP isn't a 50-video library with a custom-built website. It's a 30-minute live webinar you host on a weekend. If you're selling a digital toolkit, your MVP isn't a massive bundle of 100 templates. It's a focused pack of 5 essential templates that solve one specific problem. The purpose of the MVP is to test your idea with minimal investment of time and money. It allows you to get real feedback and, most importantly, prove that someone will actually pay for what you've created. This validation is everything. This leads us to the most crucial element in creating a scalable system, productization. This is the secret sauce. You need to stop selling your time and start selling a product. Don't sell 1 hour of business consulting. Instead, sell a startup success blueprint, which is a pre-recorded video series and a downloadable workbook. Don't sell website design services. Sell a website in a weekend package that includes specific templates and a step-by-step guide. By productizing your service, you disconnect your income from your hours. You build it once, and you can sell it 100 times, 1,000 times. Even while you sleep or while you're at your day job. This is the pivot from freelancer to business owner. Now that you have a validated, productized offer, it's time for Phase C, automation. This is how you reclaim your time and truly make your side hustle work for you. So, you've done it. You've built a system. It's generating income. Now comes the big question. When do you quit your job? This brings us to our final movement, the crescendo. This is your exit strategy. So many aspiring entrepreneurs get this wrong. They have one good month, get excited, and jump ship way too early, only to find themselves stressed and struggling when sales dip the next month. Quitting your job should not be an emotional leap of faith. It should be a calculated, strategic decision. And finally, the most important part of this crescendo is the mindset shift. When the time comes, you are not quitting your job or leaving your career. That language is rooted in loss. Instead, you are graduating to your system. You are leveling up. You've successfully built a new foundation for your life, one that you own and control. Your 9-2-5 was the incubator. It paid the bills and gave you the stability to build your dream on the side. Now, you're simply moving into the house you've built for yourself. It's an act of promotion, not an act of escape. So let's recap the symphony. We started with the discord of the gig worker trap, trading time for money. Then we moved into the composition, auditing your skills to find the value. Building a minimum viable product to test the market, and using automation to create a system that runs without you. We emphasized productizing your knowledge, not just selling your hours. And finally, we reached the crescendo, a clear, data-driven exit strategy based on the safety net ratio and a powerful mindset shift. You don't have to choose between a steady paycheck and your passion project. You can have both. You can build your future while securing your present. You can compose your own side hustle symphony. Thank you so much for watching. If this framework helped you see a new path forward, hit that like button and subscribe for more strategies on building a life you control. Let me know in the comments which part of this process you're working on right now. See you in the next video.